Welcome back to another episode of Better Than Static. Or unless this is your first episode, then welcome. No back. But just remember, there's no holler back girl. There ain't no holler back girl. I am your host, Tyler.
So confused.
Shut up, Lucas. I've not introduced you yet. You can't talk.
Okay.
I'm your host, Tyler. And with me today, I have my buddy, Lucas.
Is that my cue?
This is your cue.
Oh.
We've done this so many times.
Oh, sorry.
And that was the one time you talked during the no. That's a lie. That is not the first time you've talked during an intro.
Give it to me again. Give it to you
again. Okay. What's up, everybody?
No, that's too far back. Say, and I'm here with my friend Lucas.
And I'm here with my buddy Lucas.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, that was perfect, Lucas.
Yeah.
If we could get that little bit in every episode would be smooth as butter. If this is your first episode, we're a little shorthanded. If you've listened to a couple, you know we're shorthanded because I didn't introduce my buddy Chris. He is traveling again. He's just becoming a world traveler in his, now that he's like got a job that like he has some benefits, he can have money to go travel, and he's loving life. Last week he was in North Carolina. And technically, he's not a world traveler. He's just an American. Well, no, he's been out of the country. These past couple weeks, he's just an American traveler because he went to North Carolina and then he's in Berea today. So this week, he's just a Kentucky traveler. I don't know. He will get back to us one day. Hopefully, he'll find his way home. He's coming home to the place he belongs. And his love has always been enough for me. That was beautiful. I loved it. I loved every second of that.
Yep.
He
sounded just like whoever sang that song.
Is it? It's not Nickelback, is it?
I have no idea.
No, it's not Nickelback. Who is that? Oh my gosh. Oh. We've got to look that up. We've got to look that up because, and technically we will get copyright stricken because I did a parody of it. So that's good. I'm just looking up I'm Coming Home. It's Soundgarden, isn't it? Is Soundgarden?
The way you sung it didn't sound like Soundgarden.
No, it didn't. I don't know. We're going no. There's a bunch of different ones. I don't know. Oh well.
Oh, Chris Daughtry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris Daughtry, but I did better. I'm sorry. But Chris will come home. He'll be home soon, hopefully, and he'll be back on the episode. If that is your bread and butter that you like about this show, we're sorry you've been withheld. Your what is bread? Calories? No.
Carb.
There we go. We're sorry you've been withheld from your carbohydrates, but you got us, and it's just as good sometimes. This week we just got the two people. The regulars know that it could be shorter. It might not be. Like last week, we did a whole 45-minute show about the Joker, and it was great. And if you didn't see it, you should go back and listen to it if you've seen the movie, because we spoiled the whole thing. So, so if you've seen Joker, definitely go back and watch that. It was really good. Or at least I thought it was really good. I thought the movie was good. I thought our review was good. I have fun. Lucas, did you have fun?
I had fun.
Well, that's good. That's all that matters, is if Lucas has fun. Because if Lucas has fun, that usually means multiple people had fun. Because Lucas is like the bottom line. Like, if you can meet him, everybody else should usually have a good time. Because he's so hard to please. Oh, my gosh. But anyways.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
No, you just have a finer taste for fun.
I gotcha.
It's like, it's not, I'm not calling it would be bad if I'm like, well, Lucas is just so hard to please. No, it's like, usually Lucas is like the standard. And everybody else had fun. Like, if Lucas has fun, that was like the exquisite taste.
If I can't have a good time, nobody has good time?
No. Because usually, if you didn't have a good time, there are some people that had a good time. It's just that your needs weren't met for fun. But if your needs were met for fun, everybody else, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what that would be. That's not the bar, because that's like what you have to meet for someone to have fun. Okay, so it's like when you have champagne, everybody else is like the stuff you can get at Kroger Wine and Spirits, and you're the good stuff that you have to go to like an actual wine store to get.
Okay.
I don't know what that is called. An actual wine store, a winery.
Like a liquor barn, or
No, no, because that's still everybody else. Is if you can buy it in the store. Vineyard. You have to go to the vineyard to get it to
no,
get
I
Lucas's
gotcha.
champagne. But anyways, we're a little short on topic, so it could be long, it could be not. We're riffing right now, so that's good. It could be long. I guess the first topic for you listeners is I am engaged now. I know it's a big shocker
Hey.
that we found someone to put up with me, willingly puts up with me, because I make Chris and Lucas put up with me, and they just can't.
He just won't go away.
But you've heard me talk about her if you're a regular. Her name is Samantha, and she is great, and she is my fiance. Fiance, no,
Bless you.
that's how you say fiance, fancy fiance. It's like how the French say it,
No, I
because
gotcha.
it's a French word, Lucas. Duh. I don't know what else to say about that other than thank you for your congratulatory yippies when you're listening to this episode. Thank you for those. Also, thank you for your prayers for Samantha because she will need those. She will definitely need those.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what she's thinking.
yeah, I was surprised she said yes. I was very happy about it, but I'm like, I was looking both ways. I'm like, are you sure? I was looking around like looking for Ashton Kutcher, be like, they didn't get me, did they?
Yeah.
Because that was who was on like the Gotcha show or whatever, or pranked. Yeah, pranked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a thing that happened this week. I guess that will lead us into the next topic of now that I am a couple, which I was a couple since February, but now I'm a couple at Halloween, couple costumes, and I feel like we didn't really do justice to couple costumes last week. I thought we talked about it because I have it on the topics list, or maybe I put that on the topics list and we didn't talk about it. We just talked about Joker. So, anyways, we're talking about couple costumes legitimately this time. We're gonna hit it on, or no, that's not. We're gonna hit it and then probably quit it and go to a next topic once we're done with it. But Lucas, so I don't know if you've ever done a couple's costume or a group costume. Have you done a group costume before?
No.
Have you ever wanted to do a couple's costume, or not couple costume, a group costume?
No.
Well, frick, Lucas, you were supposed to say yes and make one up. But anyways, I always wanted to do a group costume and do like Sandlot because I think it'd be easy and everybody would have a good time.
Yeah.
But then you have everybody fighting over who's Benny the Jet. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Um,
Smalls is pretty cool, and so is the big kid that throws up the tobacco, which all of them throw up the tobacco on the stroller thing.
yeah. Tequila.
Uh,
Blur.
yeah. I can't remember the catcher's name with the red hair.
Oh, Ham. The Great Hambino.
Ham. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, honestly, if we did it, that's who I would have to be because that's obviously I'm aware of who I am and who people would choose me to be. Or I could have been small or Squints because I have basically Squints glasses. Like when I wear my glasses, they're basically Squints glasses. But I also thought of Scooby Doo, the gang, and I always wanted to be Shaggy. But let's be honest, I'm not skinny enough to be Shaggy, and we don't have the friend group to be Shaggy. Let's be like like okay. If we could get Jordan and his wife, I think that's Fred and Daphne, but
Yeah.
we don't have well, we could Samantha could be Thelma, and then I could be Shaggy, and you could be Scooby, Lucas,
Or I'll be the monster you're chasing.
and Chris can be Scooby, because that way we are not leaving out Chris. That's a
Yeah.
great idea, Lucas.
Uh,
But that's a big like. I think Jordan would go with us, and then Audie could be his ascot. She just sits right there. But anyways, I'm trying to think of another group. Power Rangers were something you always wanted to do as a
oh
kid.
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
wanted to
no,
do
that
have the Power
was
Ranger squad.
it was weird because as a kid, like a really young kid, I remember dressing up as the Red Ranger
Yeah.
because, duh.
Well, I liked the white and gold Ranger.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he wasn't like an
He
official.
was pretty official. He was the
I
most.
mean, he was official, but he just like came in for special things.
Well, I mean, then the Green Ranger was evil. Nobody wanted to be the Green Ranger.
Well, didn't the Green Ranger turn into the White Ranger?
Yes. Well, no. No, 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 no. Okay, so the Green Ranger was a clone that Tina had made of the White Ranger, and she kidnapped the White Ranger.
I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And nobody
I mean,
wanted to be the Blue
it's
Ranger though, because the Blue Ranger was nerdy. He had glasses. Billy was so nerdy.
yeah.
Um, which kids, it's okay to have glasses. This is your PSA for the week. Nah. Um,
You're just a nerd.
um, Lucas has glasses too, so don't let he can say that because he has glasses. It's not like he's a
Yeah.
bully. Everybody wanted to do like the Power Rangers as a kid, I think, but no, like I think that always got nixed because no one could agree on who was going to be like what color. Because
Right.
I think everybody wanted to be the Red Ranger, or the guys did, and then nobody wanted to be the Blue Ranger because Billy had glasses, and nobody wanted to be the Green Ranger because he was evil. And
Right.
then like,
And let's be honest, you couldn't find two girls that wanted to be the yellow and pink
oh
ranger
my
as a
gosh,
kid.
you just took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say it. Um, but yeah, exactly. No, because if you and your friends teamed up to do the Power Rangers costume, you were nerds and you didn't have friends that were girls. So yeah.
Exactly.
But no. So I'm trying to think of other team ones. Like now, I think there's a lot of like actual teams you could do because you could do Stranger Things. That was a popular one the first year it came
Yeah.
out, and you could. Oh, there are more. I know there are more out there for team like group costumes. I think as an adults, the Sandlot is still very popular. Um, but yeah, group costumes are cool. I would love to do oh my gosh, do you remember the group costume at Cincinnati Comic Con that galloped through the whole time? The Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail was amazing.
It was fantastic. It was one of the best like cosplays because I mean it had everything and it had the guy like hitting the coconuts behind them as they gallop through the place.
It was so
It was
accurate,
fantastic.
and they
Yeah.
did such a good job. Um, I'm trying to think if there's any other like you could do superhero teams for the group costumes, but if you're a nerd and you like the superheroes, so like us, you probably don't have the physique to be, Superman or Batman or stuff like that.
Right.
Well, now at the do you remember at LexCon we got the interview with those people that dressed up for charity events and stuff that were Batman and Wonder Woman and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They had really cool ones. They'd put a lot of work in their costumes and things like that. And I feel like the groups that do the Comic Cons are definitely they've done the group costumes a lot, and they're not just doing it for the once a year for Halloween. I think where the people like where groups do it just for Halloween, it's harder to find the stuff.
Yeah. I think I mean, a lot of those people probably like make their own stuff. That's why it looks so good.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
But
and that's why it works. Samantha's little cousin, her friends are doing M&Ms, which is super easy because, and I guess the thing that makes a group costume good is the simplicity of it, but also everybody having fun with it. Like her and her friends are doing the M&Ms, so each one's having a different color shirt with a white printed M on it, and then they're just kind of like they're middle school girls, so they're gonna do tutus and stuff. But I think if let's say like three girls had a significant other, they're like, we should all go to a Halloween party together and dress up the same. That's something you could easily get your husband to do because you could do the T-shirt with the M on it and then like a colored cap to match the color shirt you're wearing or something like that. I think that'd be easy. I think that
yeah.
there would be one guy that would go too far. He would wear a morph suit and print the M on it,
Yeah.
and just it would be awkward for everybody.
Yeah. Or get one of those like big blow up things with the like the fan that constantly runs in it.
Yes, and those guys are like, we won. I don't think you understand of this group, but we won. Um, but so I wish we could do that. Like, I wish you and Chris would come just for Halloween, just for that, to where we could do a group costume. But I immediately know that you all would shoot me down, and that's fine. I could live
Well, I
with
mean,
that.
where would we wear a group costume to?
I don't know. We would, in my mind, we'd have a Halloween party, and that's in there. We would win the costume contest.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm a basic white girl in that aspect, and I don't know why my fiance said yes when she knew that about me. But um, let me just tell you, couple costumes though. Samantha had so many good suggestions. Sorry, my tongue got tied. She suggested. See, that was how it got tongue tied. She suggested. She said, "Dang it, it happened again." But anyways, Samantha pitched the couple from Masterminds. So Zach Galifianakis and what's her name from SNL? Oh my gosh,
Uh,
Kate McKinnon. Yeah. They're characters from that movie. You know, the ones that are famous for like the trailer where he goes, "Dang it, Janice, you farted in my butthole. It's like a fart transplant."
yeah.
And they do the cheesy engagement pictures or whatever.
Yeah, and you have like the Prince Albert haircut looking thing.
Yeah, exactly. And the tough part with that is like wigs. Finding the perfect wigs for those hairdos are the hard part, because I think you could get the clothes by just going to a Goodwill and you could find
Yeah,
those, I think.
yeah. I mean, he just has a jean button-up shirt and pants.
Well, no, it's not even pants, it's jorts. It's
Oh,
jean shorts.
jorts. Oh,
So
gotcha.
it should be easy. We might continue to try that one. I pitched Napoleon Dynamite and Meg, or I think her name's Meg from Napoleon Dynamite movie.
Oh, I think so. It's been a long time.
Side ponytail chick though, the one that like
Yeah,
sells the lanyards, and Kip's like, "Your mom goes to college," and she runs off.
yeah.
The chick that could be drinking whole milk if she wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure, did she drink milk at one point?
Yes, I went back and watched bloopers of that movie the other day. I wish John Heder was in more things. He's so funny.
Yeah,
Uncle Rico too. Uncle Rico's hilarious in that movie.
yeah,
I used to be able to throw a pigskin a quarter mile. Bet I could throw this steak over that mountain over there. I can quote
yeah,
too much about that movie. There are movies I can quote. Like Chris can quote Harry Potter from beginning to end. Nobody cares about that. What people care about is like Forrest Gump, that I can almost quote the whole movie, or Napoleon Dynamite, that I can almost quote the whole movie, because they have comedic relief.
yeah.
Um,
Did Uncle Rico was on ESPN last week?
was he really? Why was he on
Yeah.
ESPN?
So the Jacksonville Jaguars' new starting quarterback is like a real person of Uncle
Oh my
Rico.
gosh, I need to look this up. I want him
He
to like wear the same outfit that Uncle Rico does. It's like the turtleneck, short sleeve turtleneck with a polo over it or whatever, or like maybe it's just a dickie
yeah.
he wears. I don't know, but
But he's his name is Gardner Minshew the second, and his dad's name is Eugene, and his granddad's name is like Henry or something like
well,
that.
who's the
There's
other
no
Gardner
other.
Minshew?
There isn't one. They just named him Gardner
Oh
Minshew the
my
second.
gosh, that's such an Uncle Rico.
And, yeah, he like he has a mustache, so
Oh
that's
my gosh,
mainly where
yeah.
the comparisons come from. But he went to Washington, and like there were reports that like I guess after he graduated or whenever they asked him like how he got prepared for games, like his teammates, how Gardner got prepared for games, and he would warm up in the locker room in a jock strap and an American flag bandana.
What the frick? I don't know if that's just for memes or if he actually. I don't know. I understand he probably actually did that, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he did it because it was funny and it was like getting the guys kind of just chuckling and feeling good about the game, or if it's like he was doing it because that's how he got in the zone.
I don't know. Apparently, it was before every game, so
I don't I don't know. It's hilarious. I love it, but I still don't know which reason he does it, or if it's just in his mind. He's like, I look awesome. I mean, that would be the Uncle
yeah,
Rico mentality. Is I'm awesome.
yeah.
That was another. I forgot. That was one of the group costumes I'd pitched for the guys at the office to be like, because Greg could have been, what's his name? Vote for Pedro. Greg could have been Pedro, but he'd have to shave his beard. But he could have had the
Yeah,
mustache. I could have been Napoleon Dynamite or the guy that asked for tots. He's a very understated role, but he's very important.
yeah. Napoleon, give me some tights.
No, I haven't eaten freaking anything all day. Um, yeah, okay. So the next couple's costume idea I had was Wayne's World. I could have been Garth because I already have Garth's glasses, and you can get like those '80s frizzy hair kind of wigs pretty
Yeah, the
easy.
wigs. And you just need like trucker hats and flannel.
Yeah, so like I already have both of those. Um, and Samantha just like if Samantha was Wayne, we would have to like she would have to do something with her hair to like where it didn't come down as far, but she could easily do that. I'm sure. I have confidence in her costume abilities and to wear like a black t-shirt and the trucker hat. It'd be so easy. I think that one would be good and simple. And especially now that we have like the heat press thing for garments of clothing, it'd be easy to make the hat real quick. Just make the Wayne's World logo and put it on a trucker hat, and
Yeah.
like yeah, because that one we pretty much have everything except the hat, but you order the hat real quick and then screen print on there. The Masterminds thing was like I don't know if you could find all the stuff you needed at a Goodwill. I think you could, but it's it's a long shot sometimes, and the wigs are harder for that one. And for that one, you have to have two wigs because Samantha would have to have a wig and I would have to have a wig. But Wayne's World, I just have to have the wig, so it's a little bit easier. And Pulling Dynamite, I think I would just have to have the wig, and I'd have to find some snow boots that were big enough. And then we saw like a cheap store bought one, which was cookies and milk, and I thought that one was decent. I thought it was pretty. It looked comfortable, like I could wear normal clothes and just put the cookie on over or the glass of milk, whatever. Um, and then we came up with a couple that we could use, kind of like how Samantha's little cousin did it. Do like just T-shirts with screen print on them. And I think I pitched ketchup and mustard, so get red and yellow shirts and just do Heinz
Yeah.
57 ketchup and Heinz 57 ketchup. And then you could probably get like party hats of the color. That would be easy for like the nozzle or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she pitched peanut butter and jelly, which also you get a brown shirt and screen print GIF on it, or the Welch's grape jelly for the jelly. And stuff like that's easy. Those are easy. Like you could easily do those last minute if you got the shirts. But she, I think we're just kind of a little busy right now. I think if we sat down one night, we could do it easy and quick and figure it out and get all the things for it.
Well,
It's just the getting it, sitting down and figuring everything out for it and stuff.
you haven't mentioned the best couple's costume,
I, I mean, I pitched some good ones.
which is a male and female plug.
I think that one's
Because
great, and that one's
it's
simple too.
dirty,
It
but
is
it's
dirty.
not real dirty.
It's like innuendo dirty. It's like
Exactly.
yes, for people that'll get it. Like I think kids would understand what it is, but they wouldn't get the innuendo of it's sex.
Yeah.
And it's simple because all you do is get black T-shirts and you just screen print like you could easily get like a clip art plug and then a clip art plug in and like screen print that. That'd be super easy. I'm gonna pitch that one because that would take the vinyl design is so easy on that. It would be so easy. And if I wanted to, I could like even get like a string or something and tie it off of the plug and make it actually look like the like a cord or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the one you're showing me right now with your screen share, that one's over the top. It's good. That is good. There's the USB. The USB's good too. The USB plug-in or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
because that one's like the 2019 version of that. And then you have the finger gun. Oh, that one's even that one's great. That one is like I guess that's a cardboard box. They did a really good job on that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it looks like there's even an LED right there or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think they got cardboard and like wrapped it in foil for the plug. Like that's 3-dimensional. That's good. Those
Yeah,
people are creative.
all of these are three-dimensional. Look, that one's even got a cord.
You're right. Oh my gosh. But how did that guy get that girl? Let's be honest.
It kind of looks like she's photoshopped in.
I can see that.
Just saying.
I, I feel bad for saying that because I'm that guy, but it's okay. I think that one's really good. I think it's subtle but funny, and the only
It's
thing.
not real subtle.
Okay, so the only thing is like, what if her dad sees it, and then I'm
Right.
dead, and then let's be honest, I'm dead. Her dad loves me. Her dad really likes me. He is a like we hang out and stuff. We smoke pipes on the back porch. It's fun. But he would kill me. He would absolutely kill me with that one. But I could test. I could toe the line and see if he like what he thought of that. Just pitch that like when he's around to be like, hey, I've got to just pitch it when he's in the kitchen or something. Like, hey, I got this great costume idea, and then see what his reaction is to that. And if he's laughing, it means it's a green light. I think
Yeah.
it's helped that I've locked it down. I think he like, but still, that's a big thing of, hey, things are gonna happen with your daughter later in life. Like that's
Yeah.
not okay. Samantha's gonna listen to this episode and be blushing at that point. Right there, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna get a text like, "How dare you?" But she'll be laughing. It'll be like the "How dare you?" lol, the crying, laughing face.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll pause it right there, and then she'll. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome if that happened. Like I called it. I called it for that. That'd be hilarious.
You should another good idea is Pennywise and the little kid in the yellow raincoat.
Oh, Georgie, that was a big one.
Georgie,
It
yeah.
came out last year, I think, or
The
maybe.
second one came out like a month ago.
No, yeah, I know that one, but the first one came out last year, and people did that one. I think.
I think the first one came out in 2017.
Yeah, that one. I think that's still really good. That's tough to do all the face paint and the makeup for Pennywise. But
Yeah.
Georgie's easy. Like you go.
Just go get a giant yellow raincoat.
Yeah, exactly. That one is good. I feel like there are people out there that did the Loser Club or whatever. I feel like
Yeah.
that was a team. I feel like you could look that up, the Loser Club Halloween costume, and there are people that did it. I'm trying to think of other stuff you could do. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Your Scooby Doo one though, where you're the monster, that's really good. I completely forgot about that aspect of the costume because then you have to have the unmasking.
Yeah.
I think the best group costume I've seen in person was when we were in college. And you remember at Fall Retreat when we went with the BCM?
Yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about.
So at the BCM, we named our houses or where we lived or whatever. Ours was called Caddyshack, which we could have done a group costume of if we should have. We should have done it. It'd have been super easy. Lucas could have been Bill Murray. I could have been the old guy that yells or something. Like we could have done that easy. I tried to, or I could have been the Gopher, or Lucas could have been the Gopher. It'd have been super easy to do it. I think I argued it at the point, and everyone was like, "No, that's dumb." And then there was a house that was called the Soggy Bottom, and they dressed up as the Soggy Bottom Boys from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and everybody loved it. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying we could have been on that level that year, but people shot me down. I'm not going to point fingers, Lucas, but I was shot down.
I don't know if I shot you down. I might have shot you down.
You definitely did. You did. You said I'm not dressing up for that. That's dumb.
Yeah, my thing was probably I'm not going to spend money to dress up as anything.
Well, that's why you would have been Bill Murray, because like all you need is like a bucket hat, camo
Yeah,
shorts,
for
and
real.
rubber boots.
Yeah.
Luke could
Because
have
I
been
don't
Chevy
think-
Chase. Who doesn't want to be Chevy Chase? And I'd been the Gopher.
Chevy Chase.
I'm pretty sure Chevy Chase really likes who he is as Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all. That's all I got for this episode. Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
I think we'll end the topics there. Now we're going to do announcements and being very grateful for you all listening to this episode. But announcements next week. Next week's episode is going to be our scary, creepy story episode. They will be personal stories and or stories you've heard or like of just ghost stories. So Lucas, be prepared. I need you on point 10 out of 10 next week to have a good story. Because our guest is going to have an amazing story because he's just an amazing storyteller. I mean, you all have, if you're a friend of the show, you know who this guy is. His name's Jordan Allen from Jordan Allen and the Bellwethers. You should go check out his band on Spotify and any music listening app. But he'll be back. He's one of our friends from kindergarten. I've known Jordan just as long as I've known Chris and Lucas. And it's really fun just to be on the show with all of your friends and hang out. I think he's going to be on the road for a tour or two next week. So he has put in a lot of work to be on the show, and we're very grateful for that. So be sure to show up. Be sure to be here. Like I said, he's a great storyteller. I suck at storytelling. Lucas can do stories pretty good, and Chris is decent at storytelling. So I'll be the lower end of the spectrum. So I'll probably go first, and it'll probably suck. And then it'll gradually get better. We'll end with Jordan with his amazing story that I'm sure he has. I'm going to feel awful if he doesn't have a good story, but I'm sure he does. Like, even if his story's okay, he tells it in a way that is just amazing. Right, Lucas?
Yeah.
He is just, that's who he is as a person. It's going to be funny. It's going to be spooky. And it'll be great. So be back for that. Be here. Lucas, where are you going to be next week?
I'm going to be here.
Yeah, exactly. So be like Lucas.
I'll get the introduction right next time, I swear.
If you don't, I will beat you down, which is also a lie because we there it goes back to college times of, hey mom, I'm gonna go beat up Kirby real quick.
Yep.
It's like, okay, so when we lived together, I would just walk by Lucas's door and be like, "What's up, stupid?" And then he'd be on the phone with his mom. And like after class or whatever, and he'd be like, "All right, hold on a second, mom. I'm gonna go beat up Kirby real quick." And she probably thought like, because she probably heard me yell, "Hey, stupid," and like is like, "Oh, that's funny, huh?" But Luke is actually, it wasn't like I didn't put up a
we
fight.
didn't like fight.
No, it
or
was just
anything.
like
we just kind of like tussled a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was
and
fun.
then I just got back up and went back in. And I was like, okay, I'm back.
Heavy bring, I'm back, mom. Which, looking back, could have been weird on her end.
Oh well.
But trying to think what else. Where was I? Yeah, we're ending the show. Thank you guys for listening. We had fun. I had fun, at least. I thought it was a good conversation. Chris will probably be back next week, and like I said, Jordan's gonna be here. It'll be great. Lucas and I will definitely be back, or he better, because he's got to do his redemption intro. But
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this episode's been better than static. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, Carrington?
Hey, Kyle. Nothing.
What's that? What are you listening to?
Only listen to the greatest indie gaming podcast of all time, Real Dudes Podcast.
Hold on. Real Dudes Podcast?
Yeah, you heard me right. Real Dudes Podcast, the greatest place to find indie reviews, interviews with developers, composers, journalists, and so much more.
What? Oh, hold on. Where can I listen to Real Dudes Podcast?
They have a website at realdudespodcast.com or even your favorite podcasting apps such as iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, and much more.
Okay. Well, now that I know about Real Dudes Podcast, I am canceling all of my plans. I'm skipping work, and I'm going to just go and listen to them.
Dude, that's what I did.
Real Dudes Podcast, the greatest indie gaming podcast of all time.